Good morning, guys. Good morning. So the last 2 days were very boring in the markets, as you guys know, right? Like very boring last 2 days. But sometimes that's how the markets are. But at least if you look back and you look at your patience and you go back to it, we didn't lose anything. Right? It's okay to sit on cash. It's okay not to trade sometimes. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Why try to gamble? Right? We're not a casino here. It's an educational market that we're in. The more you study the market, the more you understand, the better you will do. And as you can see here on the SPX daily chart that we have open here, right, the last 2 days, this was given to us after the Monday close. On Tuesday morning, the market told us who is the market for us is the algorithms. Algorithms are the markets, right, that run these markets, and the algorithms is the language that we need to sometimes understand, right? And something that for the past few months we've been bringing out to you guys is spot gamma, right? And it's usually on point. It works great. And these 2 days, the algos told us in the morning that hey, you know what? There's no volatility, right? That's how I am set up for the day. If you follow me, great. If you don't, and if you try going outside of it, you're likely to make mistakes. Of course, if some news comes, something unexpected happens, that volatility will change. The algos will shift. Things will happen. That's a different story altogether. But otherwise, if the day goes as normal, it's a low volatility day. And the algos today, again, if you read the spot gamma report, so yesterday they told us that Thursday and Friday we might have more volatility, right? So we were expecting it, but today morning the algos came and told us again that you know what, hey, it's another low volatility day. So let's not ignore that fact, which is there's nothing wrong with it. Let the low volatility be there, right? Then we just play accordingly. But there are some names that might move, individual names on thin liquidity, right, on low volume. Now, on SPX daily right here, we did some scalps, iron butterflies yesterday. Yesterday we sold some premiums, still made some good plays on it. And today there are five numbers that I have written down. They're all in the report that we posted, right? They're all in the report that they give us. But I'll just write them down here for you guys as well. Any new person that's here. So right now we have 4800 as the gamma strike level, right? This basically means at the SPX 4800 or not 4800 does not mean 480 in SPY. Many people confuse that, right? But it's around there. They're close by, nearby. So 4800 and I believe it's 480 on SPY, which are high open interest or high volume, you can say, okay? Strikes, okay? And at these strikes, that's where a lot of hedging happens. That's where a lot of the market needs to decide, the market makers or dealers that sold or bought these hedges to understand these more. We will do a proper lesson on it sometimes after New Year's, not now obviously, but then we'll go properly in details. I'll have to make a PowerPoint presentation on this and then I can explain to you guys even better, right? Because many of you guys, I know you guys are watching, trying to understand this. It's probably not making sense to you guys. In order for me to also explain in details, I also have to have a clear vision of something written down for you guys so that I can explain it to you guys. Because sometimes in math, certain things one just understands, right? But then when he has to explain it to somebody, it becomes a little hard, okay? So I'll try my best to express and explain how this works, right? And then we have the levels of above this we have the first resistance 48.15, right? And then we have 48.25. So there's some people that bought the strikes here, the open interest calls, thinking that this is where the next thing's gonna go. And then above this is 48.25. Under 4800 we do have 47.87 and 47.75 as support. This is resistance, and this right here 4800, this becomes support and resistance when the market goes. And sometimes if there's a huge gap of, let's say SPX was going to gap at 4830, it is very likely, very likely, based on the gamma levels, the latest ones that we get in the morning, that is going to visit 4800. So right in the morning you can probably play some puts to the 4800, but your fingers has to be very fast on that, right? Your platform has to be right, your internet has to be on the spot, that everything is live that you're doing. All right, so this is support and resistance, and here is likely going to be a magnet area again all day, right? So I'm gonna try looking to sell some iron butterflies again on this. Yesterday we nailed a couple of iron butterflies. We did nothing. We basically just so guys, so we have this, and for those that are new for the first time, every morning we oh man, this one will pull on my screen. I actually want to show you guys this. But anyways, hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys what exactly we do every day in our Discord. We offer, these are from the SPA Gamma, right? So we give them credit, the SPA Gamma people, right? And they give us these levels, which are available for the public. You gotta pay for the service, obviously. And, you know, these are the levels that they give us, and then we can manage according to that. And we have all our channels here, premium chat, alerts, strategy. There's a lot of stuff that we offer in our Discord. All right. So if anybody's interested and you know, wants to check us out. All right. So every morning we do offer these things, and so the Gamma Spa Gamma, you guys can watch their videos. You know, great people. I think they're amazing. So check them out for sure. Above this, then we have the call wall. You know, and there we have the call wall. Call wall basically means, you know, what they've come up with is that's where the top bullish range that they expect, and then we have the put wall. Put wall. So I'll write these down here. Okay, so we have call wall, which is the top bullish range. All right, and then we have put walls, which is the bearish range expected. All right, and the call wall for today is 4,800. So the market is only expecting 4,800 for now, unless they start rolling up the price, which we will know on the tomorrow when they release their report. All right, and so from this, I guess I'll move on to some tickers. Number one, Tesla. Now on Tesla, guys, many of you guys are playing calls, but you guys need to understand, if the market is expecting volatility, sometimes individual names do run, right? Sometimes they do run, but you need to understand the stock ran from 890 all the way towards 1120. All right, that's a 200-point move in 4 days, which is almost 20% equity move on 4 days. Some stocks don't move 20% all their life, right? But this stock gave you such a big move. Why are you keep expecting to go to 1170, 1200? That basically means you have a symptom, like, you know, that of FOMO. Like, that's a big tell. If you kept thinking this Tesla was going to keep on going up from here to 1200, now I'm not saying it cannot happen. It can probably go straight to 1350, 1500. Squeezes happen, but don't keep expecting the same thing to happen all the time. All right, because if this stock came all the way to 900 from this 1200, they sold 300 points on it. But the last time it ran, we know that 1070, 1100 was hard on the first squeeze, and now it just came back into that range. Why are you going to try to buy further out calls? Many of you guys were buying 1200 calls on yesterday and Tuesday. Why? If the stock runs, let it run. I mean, you don't chase a stock like Tesla when it has run 200 points. You're going to pay so much premium here, and every half an hour, 30 minutes, that option is going to lose a lot of value really fast. All right. So here, I even said, you know, the only play that I would do on this is probably a butterfly if it works. Instead of paying $10, $15 for a call, I'll buy a $1 butterfly if it goes, or at least it's worth the risk, right, on this trend. And we have 2 more days. If Tesla does go above 1130, 1135, those butterflies will be up 300, 400%. All right. I did not buy them because I know some people, they might have looked into it. So let's see how that one plays out. And Nvidia, obviously, in the Gamma report, they mentioned it has been a little weak, right? Down 2% from the highs here the last couple of days. Again, it's just holding the range, not much happening. When the stock came in this range, you guys need to look at the first breakout that happens. There's a huge range that happened here. And when the stock dips below this range, these are the things that you guys need to understand, okay, when buying calls and puts. When a stock is going up and a range is built, this range was built right here. The stock gapped up, and then we saw some selling pressure. It was not able to go above it, right? There was no continuation, and it dips below. So this dip below of this chop zone, right? Know these things. It's dipped below this chop zone. So more sellers have come in. Don't expect this stock to rip right through. It's not going to happen. 95% of the chances it's not going to happen unless there's some big news. They got some big contract. It's going to impact their revenues by a lot. Fine. Otherwise, as soon as if you catch this $5, $10 dip in a stock like this, take your profits. And now in this chop zone, it's not going to move so fast. It's just going to bounce up and down here. And anyone that's holding calls, you're just going to get completely slaughtered, right? That's what we say. Just be patient. If there's no volatility, wait for it to hold a level. This again comes back to our teaching that comes, you know, when the stock breaks out of this range, if it holds here for 1-2 days, maybe it flags down here, and we see a buying pressure building up to the top, and we see some buying pressure building up to the top, right? And then we play it, okay? Otherwise, just ignore. And another stock that I do want to go over to is Micron, all right, Micron. This stock right here, it's a 2-decade chart in play. After Pfizer, Merck, Ford, I think this is another 2-decade chart in play, but this will require a lot of time. It's not something that you can just, I'm not going to say a weekly call, right? This can easily on the monthly, can come down again. The last time it broke out of the monthly cup and handle was back in before 2000 and made a huge move. All right, and now is the same thing again. So we have this nice cup, right? We have this nice little cup here, okay, of 2 decades, and then we have a nice little handle forming. All right, now is this the final handle leg? I don't know. All right, but as long as it can continue holding above 96, 97 for another 1-2 weeks, I'm not gonna jump in right now because the stock already ran so much. It can consolidate for 1-2 months. All right, or maybe it goes right through. I have no idea, right? Because some people, if I go back to this chart, I was analyzing it. When it ran the last time, the same thing happened, and then it actually consolidated for some time. Okay, it consolidated for many months, and MU ran a lot last few months. And if the market happens to be weak in Jan and Feb, this can consolidate for a month or two. However, if 96 continues to hold, maybe 6 months out, a 110 call may be worth a shot. All right, at least 6 months out, so that at least if Micron fails, it comes down to 90, it comes down to 88, it breaks out again, you can at least average down. All right, and earnings will obviously be a big factor on this name. But I do love this name. If 96 can continue to hold, we will see 110, and then 100 psychological level. Obviously, there will be some resistance there, and then we see. All right. And then we have LRCX, all-time highs pre-market, it touched, right? It's an absolute breakout. It's an absolute breakout even on the monthly, and it looks strong. As long as the market holds, it stays fine, this stock can continue going up higher. Again, low volume expected today and tomorrow, right? And can this make another 20-30 point move? I really wanted to get the and if anybody bought these butterflies the other day, 730, 745, 760, they worked out to be great. In fact, today at the open, they will be up a lot. Why? Because 745s and 760s will lose value, but 730s are holding value. These will be up, I think, over 200% if anybody bought them. 730s, I did not get them for $1. They kept the premium up high. I did not want to pay $5 for them. It makes absolutely 0 sense, right? To pay $5 on an option like that. I mean, if LRCX does get 750, those will go to 20, but I was hoping the LRCX consolidates here. And if I was to get these for $1, I'd give it a shot for 753 level that we have on our fibs, all right? Which we do have on our fibs if I go on the daily here. So I was hoping that we have this level right here, which we can probably get, all right, around 750. But LRCX, keep an eye. If we continue holding 729, this can make a 10-15 point move even today or tomorrow. All right, AMD, same thing, right? Similar to NVIDIA, right? It ran up nice. When we miss these runs, one thing that you guys need to learn, it will save you a lot of money. When a stock runs, it dips and then it runs again. Don't keep expecting it to keep running. That's when options people get killed the most. Because most people, what happens in the options is nobody expects this to happen unless somebody catches it. People miss this run. They will miss this run. And now they will start buying calls here without even looking at the previous history. But check this out. This stock consolidated here for so long. What makes you think it's just going to run through these levels? It's not going to happen. So save your money, right? Save it for cleaner breakouts. But when a stock is running in the uptrend and we see something like this, it's worth the shot, right? It's in a nice little uptrend. It's a flag. It breaks out, fine, because there's no previous resistance here, no chopness here. It'll probably continue up. But here, when a stock runs so much, it dips and it starts running again, and it comes between these chop levels. That's exactly what's going to happen, right? That's when you can start playing vertical call spreads, right? So many of you guys, your timing on the calls is wrong. Here, the only thing on AMD I will say is the hold. It broke out of this chop. If it continues holding 148, now if we see a build up here, if it held the first day, I would not buy it here either. I want to see it hold here. I wanted to see it hold here too, maybe, depending on this price action, and then maybe I'll zoom into an hourly or 2 hour chart. But if it continues holding here now and we see a break above 150, right? If it takes a 150 again today and it holds above it, and then you want to zoom in 2 hours, maybe 4 hours, then we can probably play this to the upside, all right? Knowing there's resistance and fast profit taking, obviously, right? You want to scale out because this can easily get rejected at 160, 155, all right? And AMC, another popular ticker right now. They're expecting a squeeze on this name, many things, but I don't believe in that noise. But just bringing it out to your attention, if AMC, many of you meme lovers, I don't like covering this chart, but if this stock does take over 28, 29, right? If it goes above 29 and holds, we might have a squeeze to 32 or 35 area. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I think this stock dumps more, like in the long run, I think it dumps, but sometimes these certain moves happen in these names, all right? So just keep an eye on it. If it can hold above 29 and if it ends up holding it, we might get 32, 35, and you can double, triple on your options. Mara Bitcoin options. Bitcoin is weak right now, right? Luckily, we played Bitcoin, we played the spike, and many people still keep thinking it's just gonna spike in one shot. Uh, when the time comes, it will, but do expect downside. Like I always say, any stock that can go from 10 to 100 can go from 100 to 5 even faster. Okay, so Mara on the daily, it does not look too good, except we're in this chop range right here, right? We're in this chop range, and this miner, I think we might even see all the way right here, if I'm not wrong. If Bitcoin stays weak, if it does nothing, we might see this level right here, which is just about 28, under 30. Okay, and then it's going to chop here for a long time. And these stocks, I'm just telling you right now, I mean, maybe crypto holds. Crypto ran up a lot, it's up huge. Maybe for the next 5 years it doesn't move. It can just go sideways like this. And trust me, it's possible. Many people keep thinking 100K is coming, 200K is coming. I'm a holder of crypto myself. I also think it's coming. But I also do believe that for 5 years it cannot move. Maybe it goes sideways. Okay, I believe in that as well. So Marak is like this chart pattern is not a good pattern. I just basically see this chart basing it for many months to come. I can be absolutely wrong, but that's what I personally believe. See on this chart right now. This stock went from 9 to 52, got sold off to 21, went to 81, and now back to 30, 20. Right? It makes no sense, right? So this stock is basically telling me for many months it's just might just base out now. They're not gonna take this stock to 80 so fast. All right. We had the opportunity here on the spike. Maybe it reverses, but no. Unless Bitcoin goes ballistic, it just absolutely flies, then maybe there's a chance. Okay, Bitcoin's not down 50%. Know this. Bitcoin's only down maybe I think 25% off the highs, right, or 30. But Mara is down from 84 to 33. That's over what? That's over that's 1/3. It's down 66%. Okay, so just know these things. All right, don't get caught in something like this that went to 300, gave spikes, and boom, it just keeps coming down. All right, and with that, guys, I think I'll end it. I hope I was able to help with some charting that I covered, something new to learn, and another low volatility day. Right, maybe just have to get through. If we do see individual names run, then obviously we're gonna do some scalps and play. But let's just end the year